So, my name's Andres Ayala. So, my name's Andres Ayala. This is my graduation project. My project is about self-driving cars, autonomous cars to be exact, and how they benefit the real world. Driving the car today is my mother. Mom, present yourself.
Hello, my name is Maria Portillo. Andres' mom.
So right now we're in a Volvo V90,
S90.
S90, Volvo S90, which has the autonomous driving feature. So we're trying to get my mom's raw reaction out of this. She's never been in a car like this. She knows some stuff, but not much, just some. So let's see how it goes.
I'm excited and very nervous.
So how many people do you guys get that are interested in these type of cars?
Oh, I'd say probably one out of every 10.
1 out of 10.
Yeah.
They come exactly just for the autonomous features.
I think they're aware of it. I don't think it's 1 out of 10. It's something that's important to them, and then the rest, I think it's interesting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you may want to try to drive towards the center line when you can, or this right line,
Okay.
and you'll feel a pushback from the steering.
Okay.
And
So
try to go over the line gently. Do you feel it pushing back? No. This might not have the paint. Try. Yeah.
oh, so it will feel the pain, kind of.
It's no, you're over it. You should feel a pushback. Is it difficult to go over that line?
No, I
Yeah.
just want to make sure I don't.
Yeah, no, it's. No, you're
I'm going
yeah.
to. Okay.
Yeah, it's some of these aren't painted well. They don't have that metallic paint, and the car doesn't pick up the lines. I think we get into the next road. You feel no. If it's not pushing you back, this line's not active.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this feature doesn't really work on all lines.
No, for some reason I think it has to be like the new. It has like a metallic paint in them. That's what I was told.
Okay.
We're gonna take a right on Monroe,
Okay.
and then I think the center lane and everything. I think it does work on this one here, and on Independence Boulevard.
Got it.
But if you don't signal, signaling deactivates it. But when you don't signal, you try to go over the sidelines or over the center lines, you'll feel a pushback on the steering. Like if you don't, if it's slow, it'll push the steering force back to the middle.
Okay.
Yeah. So try to go in the center lane here, so you can try it. I mean the middle, so you can try it on the yellow line. And you gotta kind of try to. You're gonna be in the lane.
Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna try to creep over this line. Go towards the yellow lines. Do you feel it pushing back?
I really don't feel it.
Can you drive over the yellow lines without some type of?
Okay, so I feel it now.
No, but if you're driving it, do you feel it pushing against the steering? Is what I'm saying. Try driving over the yellow line. Is it difficult? Does it feel? Do you feel? Is it easy?
It's easy.
No.
Okay.
It's. I thought I saw it push back before.
It's easy to move it. Like it's.
No, there should be a little bit of a vibration and pushback.
Okay.
Try against these lines here. I don't know if they're painted.
Do I have to put the signal you said or no?
No
Not
signal.
really?
Try going over them. Does it go right over them, or is there like? Do you feel it pushing back?
Oh, now I feel. Oh, yeah. Now
Yeah,
I feel it.
That's it, right there.
So it's like driving by itself? Oh, no, not necessarily.
Basically, if it's straight, it won't.
Yeah,
It won't go over the line. Yeah, it's not going over those lines. Now, if it's a 90-degree turn, then it can't adjust for that. So you have to use the steering. But if we were straight, it could go to the yellow line and push back, and the white lines and push back.
Okay.
So yeah. So this is a pretty wide lane, so it's kind of staying more to the right. But yeah, it should basically push back each time. Yeah, this might be too big of a turn for it because you'll start going across.
Yeah.
But if it's subtle, basically it'll bounce between the lines, and stay in between.
It will stay in
yeah.
between.
And we're gonna be taking it right. So you without that signal, you would have felt a serious pushback on the steering column.
I got you.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was able to feel it.
Yes, and we're gonna take it right here at this telephone pole.
So this is fully
So here?
autonomous.
You
To
say?
the right, to the right.
So this car isn't fully autonomous. It's semi-autonomous.
No, it is, but what I'm saying, it cannot take a very sharp corner on its own. Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's nothing here on the right hand side of the road
So
to adjust to.
Got you.
But if you put it into cruise control, it can maintain the car length distance from the car and also maintain the line space on the highway all at the same time.
Okay.
So basically, you could have the hands off the wheel pretty much, but yeah, we're gonna go behind that SUV there. And you should be able to do it again on Independence Boulevard. I think these are, if they're painted, you need to kind of yield and then. Yeah, try in the middle. Yeah, barely any lines. Try in the middle where you get some good lines. See if we can stay right in between these. I think it should be able to drive in between these lines here, where you can let go of the wheel. Yeah, let go of the wheel.
This one.
Oh, this is good. We're in between lines.
Yeah. I haven't felt the push.
You want to let go of the?
Oh yeah, now I did.
Yeah, let go. Let's let go of the wheel. Yeah, see, it's.
Yeah.
Yep.
Show your hands.
But you have to be careful too because it kind of stays to the very outside of the line.
So it
and,
could
and
be-
another car could be on the outside of the line too. Still, that's why I think you still need the driver's input and the driver's awareness. Yeah.
Oh, but see how it pushed it
It
in that
adjusted.
little curve.
Little curve, yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
A sharp corner, it needs the strong steering input. Yeah. And then we're going to be taking a right shortly. Yeah.
Woo! That was
So,
cool.
so imagine that being a highway,
Yeah.
and then you having the car set to 3 car lengths. So it's going to maintain speed, distance, and keep staying in between the lines, basically driving itself on the highway.
Yes. And you can definitely feel it, Andres, when it kind of takes control.
And you're still using it.
It feels
right?
like you're on a track. It feels like you're on a
Yes.
track.
Yes, like something is pushing it. See, like right now,
Yeah.
I'm not driving it. And then
Okay.
when it's the like
Right.
slight curve.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right here at the light.
I was so into it.
But again, a lot of these roads don't have a right lane line, and so that affects it as well. So you can go right into that little steering grid there. So you gonna do a finish or
Yes,
you
if
gonna do
you
a
don't
summary?
mind.
Right here. There's the pad.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry.
It's okay. Those are parking sensors.
Thank you so much.
So, how'd it feel?
Well, it's very futurist. It's amazing how it takes control. Like you don't need your hands or anything. It's here now. I have to say I feel a little insecure, maybe because it's so new to me and
The trust,
You know.
the trusting it.
yes, like trusting it. It's the word. Like I don't know if I could like just relax and chill, thinking that the machine is gonna do it all. But it's really cool how it takes control and then you can feel it. Because once I was able to feel the push, as you were saying, then it was on its own.
I think it's better as a driving aid rather than taking over.
Yes.
If you're driving on the highway at night and you're a little tired and there's a drift factor, and then you drift to the side and then it pushes you back. I mean, each time, for people that are a little tired, whatever the factor is, long drives, or traffic situations, dense driving, a lot of cars on the road, you're kind of creeping over, it kind of resets you back into the center. So it's better as an aid rather than
Yeah.
taking over. Yeah.
Yes.
That's why I think most people should use it as a driving aid, not to read a book while they're driving.
Yeah, that's
Exactly. Exactly. Which a lot of people probably think about it as
Yeah, or
like
eat,
that.
eat. Yeah, there's too many things. I mean, yes, it has braking systems, auto braking systems, collision avoidance, all that stuff, but you're still having to completely rely on the car to do something. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah. Just one last quick question. What do you feel? How do you feel about driving one day down the highway, and all of a sudden you see a car pass you with nobody inside? is that a future you're ready for?
No, I'm not. I will be afraid. I'm not even ready for this, as you know, with the features we're talking about. I don't think we are ready for that. I will feel insecure. Like, that will be my reaction.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you.